Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're here to take a look at the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot deck and guidebook. This is by Emily McGill in collaboration with the Al Hirschfeld Foundation. So this is a little bit of a special unboxing because I am doing this one as a sort of thank you to you all. What happened was Amazon sent me a gift card. When you guys use those Amazon affiliate links that I put in the description box, I get a couple of cents. And after a while, they send me a gift card after they add up enough. So I've said that I want to use those gift cards to bring to the channel something interesting and a little bit less mainstream, but that I think you guys might like to see. The first one I did was the Inner Voice Tarot, which I will put in the cards this video and walkthrough. It was an interesting and cool deck. I think a lot of you really enjoyed seeing it. It wasn't something that I had been seeing a lot of on YouTube, and I wanted to bring it to the channel. And this is another one that's similar. It's not something that I've seen a ton of, but or I haven't seen it at all, but I did do a little search. There are a couple of videos up, but I hadn't seen it at all. Amazon just suggested it to me because of something else that I pre-ordered. And I was like, yes, please. This is cool. This is interesting. This is not something super mainstream. It is by RP Studio, which is a pretty popular publishing company in the tarot world. I'm sure most of us know them or have, heard of some of their decks. I know that I have the Black Tarot from them. Minty Oracle, I think it's called. I also have the Britney Spears Oracle. So I have a couple of decks from this company. I know that they make, they have good quality decks. But I didn't know anything about this one. I didn't know this was coming out. I didn't know anything about it, but I do love caricatures. And I love the New Yorker and I love Hirschfeld stuff. So I was like, absolutely. So if you love that kind of stuff, if you're a theater kid like I was, if you just want to see what's in this box, come along with me. This is going to be a first impressions of the Hirschfeld Tarot. Find your spotlight with this Broadway Tarot, the ultimate deck for theater fans. Let Broadway's most spectacular stars guide you in the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot, which casts beloved Broadway characters and icons into traditional tarot roles, such as Maria and Tony as the lovers and Jean Valjean as Justice, featuring the iconic artwork of the theater legend Al Hirschfeld. This deck will allow you to raise the curtain and take center stage to embark on a spiritual journey with the help of Broadway magic. So you have a 120-page guidebook, the box, and the 78 cards. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh yeah, so if you don't know Hirschfeld, he was a caricaturist for the New Yorker, and I probably some other things as well, but I mostly know his work from the New Yorker magazine, and I think that most people probably have seen his work if you've ever read the New Yorker or seen look that kind of stuff, but like oh, look at this, is cute. Look how the people are oh, look. So okay, so we have the people outside after they've seen the show, and you have the characters or the players peeking through the curtains here. It's super cute. I like the box. It didn't come sealed. I think that is typical for RP Studios, but like I said, I only have one of their tarot decks. I don't think that they normally come with plastic on the outside, but I can't confirm that. So let's just take a look. So yeah, it says it came out in 2024, so it's not. It can't be but so old, right? Because I'm filming this in September of 2024. Look at the Chicago, one of my favorites. I love this. So it says Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot is an innovative deck of tarot cards featuring beloved characters from Broadway shows through the lens of the legendary character. I can't. Oh my goodness! I always have a hard time saying that word. I said it. I can say caricature, but I can't say caricaturist. I never could, but you know what I'm talking about. A person who draws caricatures. All right, so he's Al Hirschfeld, using and highlighting archetypes and qualities from the theater canon. Each card is cast appropriately. Mr. Hirschfeld's iconic style makes for a gorgeous set of cards, and the underlying archetypes that appear in our favorite Broadway shows also take shape in the major and minor arcanas. These decks this deck is for newbies who want to learn, practice readers looking for a deck that aligns with their Broadway fandom, and Hirschfeld lovers looking for new ways to connect with his genius work. And for you, the tarot shines a spotlight on the inner workings of your spirit. How to use the cards. It just says that you can take it to dinner, take it on vacation, pull it, daily pulls, and it says, or use them to anoint your space. Think dressing room, bedroom, office cube with purpose and intention. Talks about the structure of the tarot. The page is young, childlike energy. The knight is adolescent energy. They leap before they look. Queen is the mother of the suit. King represents the highest expression of the suit. The minor arcana is represented as fire for wands, cups, water, swords, air, coins, earth. And it's all this. So that's all normal. It says something about reversals in here. Okay, so here she talks about how she reads reversals, some spreads, and then, right, here's the write ups. So it looks like you have the name, the character, the show, the song or scene, and then where the artwork came from. So this is a detail from Barnum, 1980. So it's just a detail from the whole picture. But I'm guessing, yeah, like here it says St. Joan. That would be like, that is the picture. But if it's just a detail, it'll say detail. Okay, so that makes sense. And you get 3 keywords or key phrases in this case, and then a write up. Is it the same for the minors? Yep, same for the minors. And oh, what's in the back? Let's see. Credits and acknowledgments. And looks like she says the Flying Bird Tarot spread, Osho's and Tarot deck. Some acknowledgments, more pictures. This is about the author, about the artist. This is Al Hirschfeld. And finding the Ninas. It says finding the Ninas became a favorite pastime of Hirschfeld's fans. With the birth of his daughter Nina in 1945, from that point on, nearly every drawing he did featured her name at least once. It said that he wasn't even aware he was doing this as he was working. And when he finished a piece, he had to seek them out the same way everyone else did. That's cool. I wonder if there's Ninas in these. Anything past 1945, we could maybe find a Nina. All right. So, and then it talks about the Al Hirschfeld Foundation and the things that they're doing for the K-12 students in New York. And then that's the book. All right. So we'll take a closer look. Let's open this up. Oh, there's stickers on it. So it did come sealed. The box didn't come with any plastic on it, but the deck did come with some little stickers, so that we know it's hasn't been opened. Just get this open. Try to get it open without tearing it. I did tear it a little bit. All right. So that's the inside of the box. And these are the backs. Ooh, nice. They say Hirschfeld, and then they have this caricature of the man himself. Okay, no edging. The cards are oversized. This is definitely bigger than a tarot deck, and they're very thick. So this is a normal tarot size card. Let's see how much bigger. You can see how much bigger they are. And up against an oracle, probably the same height. Yeah, same height, but a little bit more narrow. So this is my Good Fortune Tarot. This is the Llewellyn Tarot deck, and you can see that they are significantly thicker. Like it's the same, it's 78 cards and 78 cards, but you can see this is a lot thicker. The cardstock is like a satin matte, bendy. I don't know how they're going to shuffle. I have the black tarot and it shuffles fine. So we'll see. Let's zoom in. Here are the backs up close. They're very reversible. I'm going to get the guidebook out really quickly because I already see that this fool, I don't know this character, Candide. I'm not sure how to even say that. So I'm just going to get the guidebook out to help us along here. And I'm going to just read this one. It says, and we're off. The journey has begun and the world is at your fingertips. The Fool brings freshness and innocence to the top of the show. Newness and the unknown allow for spontaneity and the opportunity to cultivate different perspectives. Trust in the higher power and hold confidence that you're headed in the right direction. You are pure potential. Candida, or however you say that, thinks His life will have a specific trajectory, but he embarks on a very different journey than the one he anticipates. Every step of the way, no matter what happens, he presses forward. Okay. Okay. We'll take it. All right, here's the magician. We have P.T. Barnum as the magician, and from Barnum. Joan of Arc and the High Priestess. Saint Joan. The Empress is Eva La Galliena from Civic Repertory Theater. So she is I can't get this apart. She is the creator of the Civic Repertory Theater, which is one of the early theaters. The Emperor is the King from The King and I. Very much a caricature, isn't it? The Hierophant is from Fiddler on the Roof. We have West Side Story for the Lovers. Ragtime, the Chariot. I think this is a good representation. And I think he had a car when other people didn't have a car. So that's kind of cool for a Chariot as well. Um, but he was a very driven person in the show. Um, Kiss of the Spider Woman for Strength. Look how lovely this one is. We have A Room of One's Own, Virginia Woolf. Okay, so she's the actual um, playwright, not the character from the show. Chicago. I mean, she definitely knows the wheel of fortune, how it can turn, right? Because she goes from being big and on top to being nothing. Jean Valjean and Les Mis. We have Bob Fosse, who was the choreographer for a lot of shows, but the one Fosse, Louise from Gypsy Rose Lee, okay, as Death. That's the one who had to. So she is like the character's. That's the character's name before she becomes Gypsy Rose Lee. So that character had to die in order for the other one to be born. So that makes sense, I think, for the death card. Temperance, we have Georgiana from Hallelujah Baby. I don't know that show, but I like this picture. Sweeney Todd is the devil. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Sally Bowles from Cabaret. Sally. Okay, Sally. Um, Sally ignored a lot of the things that were like falling around apart around her, so that makes sense for the tower, I think. The Star, Peggy Sawyer from 42nd Street. You know, this was one of the first shows I ever remember seeing. When I was a kid, my mom took me. I remember going on a train. I remember carrying a phone book back when we had phone books because I was small and I needed something to sit on when I got there. So we had to take phone book and she carried it some of the way. I carried it some of the way. I thought I could carry it on my own, but it was heavy, so she had to help me. I was always singing the songs from the show when I got back. I loved that show so much. It was like my first show I ever remember seeing. My mom says it's not the first show I saw, but it's the first one I remember. So here's the sun. Doris Winter, Mama, I Want to Sing. Elisa Elliott, Lady in the Dark. And Al Hirschfeld himself as the world. I like the way he's drawn himself here. All right. Ace of Wands, George M. Cohen, George M. Grandpa, You Can't Take It With You, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Nicholas Brothers from the Ziegfeld Follies in the Three of Wands. So we have the Nicholas Brothers as the Three of Wands. Wonder why the Nicholas Brothers. Let me see. I love that they put the Nicholas Brothers in here, but I want to look to see why they put them at the Three of Wands. So let me see what the guidebook says. The Nicholas brothers were self-taught dancers whose fans included George Balanchine and Fred Astaire, and later taught icons like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, and Debbie Allen. Fayard and Harold Nicholas absorbed every style and technique they were exposed to, increasing their abilities and fueling their art. In a world that judged them based on their skin color, they persevered, becoming one of the most impactful dance acts of the 20th century. Okay, I like that. That's perfect for the Three of Wands. Four of Wands, we have Guys and Dolls. This is lovely. This is Mama Rose from Gypsy. She's the one who forced Louise to change to Gypsy. She pushed her all the time. That's good for the Five of Wands. Cassie from A Chorus Line. Oh, I love this show. Oh, some of these shows I haven't thought about in a long time, but I really enjoy some of these. Effie White from Dreamgirls is a seven. She's not giving up. Yep. Lady of the Lake, Spam a Lot. Now this one I don't know. Um, I guess that's Camelot, like a. I'm guessing this is like a farce of Camelot. Spamalot? Is that the show or is that just the name of the? I've never heard of Spamalot. This is a detail from a piece called The Titanic Reaches New York. And it says the Lady of the Lake knows that the knights are on a tumultuous journey. The continual bombardment of obstacles, new ideas, and a revolving door of characters proves that life never stops, even when you're on a quest for the Grail. Find Your Grail is the name of the song. I think it would be cool if in this guidebook, um, I like the way she explains why she chose it and gives that sort of rationale. But I think it would be interesting if we had like three or four lines that told us um like in the scene, like what's happening right now in the scene, like what's going on in the scene. So like for instance, here as the Queen of Wands, you have Ava Peron. So you can say Ava Peron, it would be cool if it said something in the guidebook like Ava is singing to her constituents and telling them how they should not give up, and then saying further onto the what it says in the guidebook about the Queen of Wands. Ava played the game that she needed to play to rise to the top. Many of her dalliances and alliances brought her into powerful circles, and once she and Juan Perón ascended to the pinnacle of the Argentinian politics, she burned brightly and quickly. Her passion fueled her devoted um, des descamisados. So I think the guidebook is well done, but I think it would be even more user friendly if we just got like two or three sentences about what's happening in that scene that we're looking at. You know what I mean? Just to help us with being able to connect it to the tarot, especially if we don't know the show. Cause like I know Hello Dolly. I've seen it a couple of times. But for the ones that I haven't seen or I don't know at all, I've never heard of, it could be helpful to just kind of know what's happening in the scene. Like what's the buildup? Why did you put this scene on here? Promises, promises from the secretary. We have a little night music for the Four of Cups. Death of a salesman, Linda, Five of Cups. Beehive, Wanda, Six of Cups. So, like for this one, I have no idea who Wanda is. I have no idea what she's singing about. You know what I mean? Like, why is she on the Six of Cups? Why not somebody else from the Beehive? What is this song about? I think it would be interesting to have just a few lines letting us know. You know, Seven of Cups. Here's our Eight of Cups. We have a doll's life. Nine of Cups, hair. There's a lot going on in this picture. Let me just get it a little closer so you can see. It's a Ten of Cups, the Adams family. Page is Ariel. The Knight is Guido Contini from Nine. Dot, Sunday in the Park with George. Does anybody know where I can watch the movie Nine? I actually was, I know that, I don't know what I was looking at. And I was like, oh, The Handmaid's Tale is coming. And didn't the guy who plays one of the characters on there, his father direct Nine? And it made me think about Nine. And I was like, I never did finish watching that movie and I wanted to finish, but I wasn't able to find it on any of the streaming devices. So if anybody knows where I can find Nine, let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. Stephen Sondheim. Leading player Pippin. I love Pippin. Definitely one of my favorite musicals. Flora, the Red Menace. I don't know who she is, but she definitely looks like a menace. Sweet Charity, Charity Hope Valentine. Princess Winifred from Once Upon a Mattress. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Big Daddy. Anything Goes. Reno Sweeney. Big River, the Duke. That's a cute caricature of him. Tony Maxton from Fences. Norma Desmond, Sunset Boulevard. Once on This Island, Papa, is it G? Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady. Page of Swords. Yeah, so this is like before she changed. Before she went, this is when she was still living kind of like, she wasn't with him yet. She hadn't cleaned up yet. So Knight of Swords, Don Quixote, Man of La Mancha. The beautiful caricature of him. Look at this one. Shalim Laloon from Timbuktu. I don't know who she is or what the show is, but I love this. What this? I love her, and I love this that she's on the Queen of Swords. Harold Hill, the Music Man. Okay, very cute. I don't know that I would put him on the King of Swords, but I guess he could work. Um, he's just a little bit of a like trickster, and I don't know that I see the King of Swords that way, but I guess he could work. Ace of Coins, um, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. It was a great show. We have Shakespeare in the Park, Joseph Papp, Dolores Dante, Working, Fagin from Oliver, the Four of Coins. The Five of Coins is Judd Fry from Oklahoma. Ooh. Oklahoma. I hadn't thought about Oklahoma in a while, but that's a good choice for the Five of Pentacles. Poor Judd, right? Um, Six of Coins, Don Lockwood, Singing in the Rain. Lovely. This will be the second deck I have with Singing in the Rain in it because there's a scene from Singing in the Rain also in my cat tarot. The actual scene where he's singing in the rain. This is a different scene. So we have Elizaveta Grunshskaya from Grand Hotel. I don't know if I said her name right. So we have Sunday in the Park with George. Um, Lena Horne, The Lady and Her Music. Look at her. I wonder if this was just like a one woman show. Hal Prince, Prince of Broadway. I mean, I think he made a lot of shows. So I could he definitely left a legacy. I could see him on the Ten of Coins for sure. Page of Coins, Willie Sheridan, the Tap Dance Kid. Cute. Fanny Bryce from Funny Girl as the Knight of Coins. Yeah, I like her as the Knight of Coins because she was kind of, making plans, making it work. Couldn't find one way, finding another way. I like her on the Knight of Coins. Queen of Coins, Mame from Mame. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And who's the king? Daddy Warbucks. Had to be Daddy Warbucks from Annie. Perfect. That's cute. So I have very small, short fingers. I'm not going to be able to riffle shuffle this the traditional way. See what I can do here. Yeah, I can. I can shuffle them this way. You can see that they're leaving fingerprints. So if that bothers you, I can shuffle them this way. It takes a little bit of pressure. They're a little thick, but it's not hurting my hands or anything. So yeah, I can do it. I can work it out. Let's see about the overhand. Yeah, they're clumpy for sure. They're clumpy, um, for sure. I think it's There's like this satiny coating on them that makes them, the satin matte kind of tends to clump a little. Yeah, you can see it's definitely clumpy. Well, let's pull one. All right. Oh, we already looked at the Fool. Look, my fingerprints are all over. All over the cards. I don't know how I managed it. Let's see, 5 of coins. Okay, let's read Judd Fry, my boy Judd. We're gonna read for Judd. Poor Judd is dead. All right, here we go. Here is the write up for 5 and 6 if you'd like to read it for yourself. This is from the Lonely Room scene. It is a detail from a piece called The Unforgiven in 1960. I don't know if you see his daughter's name in there somewhere. The keywords are loss, out in the cold, under resourced. It says, are you out in the cold? The 5 of coins represents overtaxation and a lack of resources. When you're depleted, there's nothing to give. You can't bypass your own needs for the sake of anyone else's. Put your own oxygen mask on first so that you can help others. Judd Fry. Sorry, it cut off. Okay, where was I? Judd Fry is an outcast and treated as such by the people around him. His obsession with Lori causes more problems, and his demeanor further distances him from the community. When he angrily goes after what he wants, he meets his demise. So that is, yeah, the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot. It's definitely interesting. It's intriguing. I think that for me, like I said, it would be easier to work with this if for someone who doesn't, because this is going to appeal to people who are like head over heels for Broadway. They know all the shows, they know all the scenes of all the shows, they've read all of the books, or they've been, they just know them, they've seen them, whatever. Then you can work with this without those little blurbs. But I think it would be easier for someone like me picking up the deck who maybe doesn't know every single Broadway show in the world to I like Broadway, but I don't know everything. And I've learned and forgotten some things. You know what I mean? So it would be helpful to have just like a little blurb. But we don't have that. So we have to work with it in our own way. And I think that what we have in the guidebook is enough to kind of um, is enough to get me started and to kind of give me an idea of as what I am, why they chose what they chose. But I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more from it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think that you'll pick this up? Are you excited about using it? How do you think it's going to read? Um, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know once I do it. If you want to see me use it, definitely check out my Instagram. That's where I use all of my tarot decks over there. And if you want to see them in use, that's where you'll find that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is the Broadway Tarot. So let me know what you think in the comments below. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I'd love to have you. Links will be in the description box below where you can pick this up. It will be an Amazon affiliate link. I am an Amazon affiliate, as you all know. It helps me when you use those links. All you need to do is click, log in, and check out within the hour, and I get a couple of cents. It's not a lot, but they add up eventually because I was able to get this stack. So thank you to all of you who are using those links. I do appreciate it. I really do. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.